I'd like to hear the term retired myself. We'll take a short break and come back with news and sports and stuff.
All right, it's 8:03 at WFBQ, WNDE Indianapolis. Hi there, 8:07 at Q95. You're with Bob and Tom. Good morning. Hello.
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 Hello. Nice to see you.
I was just reminded that...
I'm a monthly columnist for the nose.
Not only that.
Are you really?
I have it open to your column because I remember about when I read it a month ago saying I should have this here when Will comes. We can have him sign it.
When did you guys get the nose? The nose is a San Francisco magazine.
Where'd the copy of the nose go?
It was hiding up there last I saw it.
Kind of like Spy Magazine, but not as snotty.
And you had a great column in there. Well, I'll find
What do you mean had? Every month. Brilliant. Scintillating.
It was the only one I've ever read. We're talking with Will Durst, who was our guest. Where's my copy of the nose, Christy?
It's there somewhere.
A copy of the what?
Underneath all your...
The nose. I saw it up there last time.
It's up there behind. It was up
there
there in the magazine.
I got it.
Huh, here it is underneath all this stuff.
I finally did something that you guys know about.
Oh, this is fantastic.
This is so hip.
I want Will to read this because it's so brilliant.
Hip. I finally did something you guys know about. I'm in this obscure German art film that has been released on video.
I catch you on occasion on television, but for
This
the most part, it's like, geez,
Guys, I've clawed my way to the middle. I'm sorry.
Absolutely brilliant piece by Will. It's entitled "He Who Smelt It Dealt It." So
kind of like hearkening back earlier to the Netherlands Liver and Intestine Foundation.
You know, I'm not much on big government, but I do think there should be a federal law that magazines that don't print the page number on each page should have their editors executed.
I got that same problem.
There's no page numbers on it.
But I'm anal. I'm very linear.
There's no page numbers on there. I had this mark. Here we go.
All right.
Will Durst, he who smelt it, dealt it. Can we ask for a short reading? Is there a particular passage that you recall that?
I read from John 3:16.
No.
For he's
Will Durst
love the world.
Will Durst is at the Broderville Comedy Club, and I just remember reading this at a
I can't say that one. Okay. Well, I was. This country needs a 12. No, that's not good. But mostly what it is.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I'm talking about how everybody's a victim and no one's responsible for their own actions anymore.
Right.
I'm a compulsive shopper. No, you're not. You're a rich, lonely flake in need of a hobby. You know what attention deficit disorder means? They're bored. Hey, get a life. We all are. Read a book. I'm a sexual addict. You're horny. We all are. Read a book. Do what I do. Eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired, drink when you're horny.
Is that the rule? I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Oh, they edited that out. Oh, those weenies.
You haven't seen this yet?
No, I haven't. I don't read myself. It makes it hard. Do you write?
Occasionally.
Yeah. Do you ever have somebody edit your writing?
Uh-huh.
Does it make you mad and crazy? You want to tear throats apart with your
So you haven't actually seen this issue then, eh?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a
They
good
always
one.
send it to me, and I rip out my column, and then I put it away.
Mm.
She's real good, too. Laura Milligan.
Mm-hmm.
She's a stand-up comic who moved from Frisco to L.A., and she gives the L.A. report.
Well, the nose is news to me. I just happened to be in a magazine store, saw it, and I like the cover. The cover shows a voluptuous blonde woman holding up some kind of greasy cooked meat, and it's headlined, "Eat Your Dog."
Oh, jeez.
So I said, I got to look at this, and opened it up, and I saw Will's column and bought it. This is a San Francisco magazine, then?
Yeah, they're kind of like Spy, but not as,
Well, Spy's kind of gone away. I guess they're
doing bi-monthly.
They've published a couple times in the last year.
Yeah,
six times
a year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get back to the news here with Christy Lee. First off,
That's all right.
freeze warning for tonight, becoming
Freezing
sunny
now.
today. Highs in the mid-50s, low around 30 tonight. Tomorrow, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Christy, the news this morning sponsored by...
Chick?
Paul Harvey Ford. Make money when you buy a new car or truck during the 94 clearance. Get up to $1,000 cash back on 2.9% financing on selected new Ford cars and trucks. Over 65 Tauruses.
Tory.
65 Taurus.
No, Tory, like in spelling.
Tory. Spelling. 150 Ranger Smith Cert. And 5 Series trucks and over 45 Explorers to choose from. That's Paul Harvey Ford. Good deal.
Good deal.
They make me do that.
No.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
on the copy?
Yeah. Deal?
Good deal.
I think that our guest Will Durst is too modest to read this. This is a great column. Can I read just a little bit?
Go ahead. This is from He Who Smelled the Delta.
This is from Will's column called Politics, Politicks.
As in many ticks.
It says Americans are guaranteed the pursuit of happiness, not the actual condition of it. Equal opportunity is different from equal results. In Santa Cruz, California, a 350-pound woman filed a discrimination suit against a health food store which didn't hire her because she weighed more than most of the shelf. Will continues, it's a health food store. Employees are walking advertisements. You can't have customers think that eating bark and moss will make you bloat up like a poisoned toad.
That's true.
That's like Lyle Lovett. That's like Lyle Lovett suing because he got turned down by the Chippendales. A great column.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very funny.
Hooters waitresses are suing for harassment.
Right.
They say they knew the uniforms were provocative. They didn't expect the sexual overtures. The hell did they expect? It's called the Hooters. Might as well be tits or us with a nipple on the backwards R, for crumbs' sake. What do you expect? MacArthur grants? Oh, can I say the T word?
I don't care.
Oh. Sorry, you were looking over your
No,
shoulder.
I was looking at our boss who just walked in.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Hi.
My fault.
Will-
I apologize,
No,
and I am totally The comments of Will Durst do not reflect the editorial content of Q95 Rock and Roll.
Oh.
Did you have I'm trying to remember if you had did you have the column about the C word?
Oh, no.
Who was that?
No, jeez. No.
Wouldn't do that, would you, Will?
No. No. Good Catholic boy like me can't say C word. No.
Okay, there was an interesting column about that, and about words that you can no longer use and why they become more and more powerful because you can't use them.
Is that one of them?
The other one was the N word.
N-word.
Yes,
and how
which we are not allowed to say,
Which
but a
is now-
person of black origin can.
Yes. Have you seen the movie Pulp Fiction?
No.
It's used throughout the movie and in various variations, but it was kind of a funny column because then at the end the guy combined the N word and the C word as the worst possible thing you could ever say.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Wow.
about,
That's serious.
Yeah, it was about language. Very interesting. In any event, we will push on.
Nunt?
Well,
You know,
I stopped
wasn't
you
going
all.
that. I wasn't going that way.
I was going the other way, too, Bob.
And I don't want to hear it. I don't.
I know
wanna hear it.
exactly what you're going to say.
Everyone listening that's ever played concentration can figure this one out.
Okay.
All right, time for the news with Chris.
Beautiful sunny day today. Look for a high today about 55 degrees. We're looking at 43 currently as the sun comes up in central Indiana. And it's time for more politics on a real
That would
level.
be a short religious person.
under 5 feet tall.
Be
Or a
careful.
past tense nun.
I guess.
Wasn't a nun.
I'm sorry. Let's move on. I'm
she's a nun.
dwelling.
I'm just trying to rationalize the fact that
Or maybe if she
Stepped over
played
the line.
baseball.
maybe.
Well, some happy Republicans have regained control of the...
or football.
Punt. Let's move on.
Or she had an operation to be a shunt. A little shunt coming up.
Can I do my
Or the past tense of Lunt.
before we get to
I lend. I will be lending.
Lunt.
I will be lending. I have lunt.
I have
I
lunch.
have lunch.
It's still
I'm a
Lent.
good Catholic.
What?
Well, that's funny.
Thank you.
Are you lunting tonight?
Excuse me.
What? I'm sorry. I want to play this. This is a test. Now, we all know the answer to this, but I know Will's pretty dialed in.
All right.
We were talking about politics and some of the issues that went different ways than were expected. I just want to see if you can recognize this voice. This is from about 2 years ago, but it's still my second favorite audio clip of all time.
He has never had an affair with anybody. She is not a platonic friend. She has not had any sexual adventures with my husband.
Her daddy was the president once.
Now she's married to a senator from Virginia.
Chuck Rob's wife.
That's
No.
That's
Yeah.
Linda
Linda
Robb.
No. That was Linda Ross?
Yeah,
Did you see when-
that was when the
That was
Playboy.
Tay Collins.
Tay Collins, yeah.
oh, it was just a back rub.
Oh, yeah. You bet it
Naked
was.
in
yeah.
a room overnight. If he only got a back rub, he does not deserve to be sedated.
I agree. I agree.
Doing it right if you only got
He has never had an affair with anybody. She is not a
I wish I could see the face.
platonic friend.
no.
She has not had any sexual adventures with my husband.
When he was...
See, that C word
Sexual.
just comes up in neon
Yeah,
there. I
yeah.
can just see it, you know?
Anybody who says
winning
sexual-
the race Tuesday night. He's up there on the platform. You know, it's
Oh,
a big...
he was-
and she goes...
She's known as LCJ.
Really?
Now there's a now Linda is a nun.
And he was so ungracious as a winner. You know, I don't like Ollie North's politics, but Ollie looked gracious as a winner. And what did he went yippity doodah or something.
I know. And Linda was feeding him his lines. It was terrible. It was very bad.
Well, not like Huffington. Have you seen Huffington?
He still hasn't-
He still hasn't.
I
No, I know, because the absentee ballots, this guy is like quail without the intellectual intensity. To call him an empty suit is to disgrace the American garment industry. I mean, the guy, it's just fake. It's, nothing there. There's an echo.
no.
Now, where did he make
$27
his
million
money?
Where did he
of
make
his
all his
money
money? Why is he so
gone.
rich?
He's an oil heir from Texas.
Oh. What the hell?
And he moved to California in 91, bought a congressional seat in 92. After being there for a year, just bought a congressional seat in Santa Babs, and then this year decided to run. And he still has a chance because of the absentee ballot.
Right.
She's
I
only
don't
had...
think
No, most absentee ballots are produced by Republicans,
Is that right?
and most of them.
Well,
We don't know
Wow.
what ratio. Sorry, Christy.
the other
that's all right.
the other thing in California is the
Proposition 187.
which passed and was immediately attacked and
It's actually going to federal court today.
It's already gone to...
went there yesterday. All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
did
put
it?
a temporary restraining order on it.
Yeah,
But
there were two class action suits.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the
it's
riots.
so weird. If you think about it, California used to be part of Mexico, so in essence, they are going back to where they came from. You know?
It's true. It's very true.
The problem they have in California is the federal government requires them to provide all these services, but it won't give them the money.
It's given them some money. That is a major problem. But Pete Wilson, the guy who came up with 187, is one of the guys who opened the gates to the illegal aliens. So all of his little rich buddies who are running big farms down there, he's right. We look at all those illegal aliens. They'll take all those fruit picking jobs I've dreamed of all my life. Working outdoors, sleeping in my car, just like camping, only different. I want to go down to L.A. and see all the faces of all those people who voted for 187 having to clean their own house and doing their own gardening and see how they feel, with
out.
dirt in their knees.
yeah. Now, that was a big story yesterday. Actually, they've banned it for a week while they work on a temporary restraining order is actually how it came
I thought
out.
it wasn't supposed to take place until the 1st of January.
Well, what are you going to do? Walk into the school and go, "Hey, I'm sorry, Paco,
Sorry, kid.
but you can't take you can't take
You're out of
math."
school now.
Geometry. Yeah.
Sorry, Paco.
Pretty weird.
So,
Paco, that would be Frank.
That would be Frank.
That would be Frank. Hola, Paco. Que tal?
That would be a punt, evidently. Paco. And
President Clinton and Newt Gingrich are promising cooperation when the next Congress takes over.
Newt Gingrich is third in line for the presidency. I'm sorry.
The House Speaker,
Sorry. That just came out. I'm sorry.
but the House Speaker in waiting isn't mincing words about the man in the White House. In a Washington Post interview, he calls Clinton a counterculture McGovernick, of course, referring to George McGovern.
Sonny Bono's a member of Congress.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
The Republican tide that swept across America on Election Day may still be building. Absentee ballots will determine governor's races in Maryland and Alaska, and seats in 4 other states. Current leads would give Republicans 230 of 435 House seats.
Although one of my favorite character actors is now a member of Congress. I think it's Fred Thompson from
Fred Dalton Thompson. Yeah, there's a picture
From
him in
Tennessee?
the paper.
What was he in? I've seen him a
Oh,
lot.
He's in
Let me see
the
his
Line
picture.
of Fire.
He's been in a he
He
always
played Chief of Staff in the Line of Fire.
he's this guy.
White
There's
House
a
Chief
picture
of
of him.
Staff.
He was a
He's been in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is.
he's an attorney that
sure.
was involved in the Watergate stuff,
Yeah.
and then he got some. I think he was a technical advisor on some film years ago, and they asked him to do a walk-on role, and he was a good actor.
He's got a great voice.
You'd recognize him immediately.
Oh, sure.
He's been
If you saw
bad
in the
guy.
Line of Fire, he played the White House Chief of Staff
He was in
that always
Cape
was
Fear.
confronting with.
Oh, he played the lawyer in Cape
Yep.
Fear.
Yeah.
The guy who couldn't do anything for
He was in The Hunt for Red October.
McNulty.
He was in The Hunt for Red October.
remember that.
Yeah, I think he was a general or something in that.
And now he's in the House of Representatives. So.
He was.
No,
in that,
he's a
he was.
senator.
He was in
a
that film.
senator.
Yeah.
He was in that film with Kevin Costner and Sean. With the limo thing.
No way.
No Way Out. He was in that.
Oh, he's been acting that long?
Oh, yeah,
There's
he's been in a
Oh,
bunch
he's done
of
quite a
films.
few. Yeah,
So he's a senator from California now?
No, Tennessee. He's only a 2-year senator. He took the place for Gore.
Gorson.
So he's finishing out Gore's term, so he has to be elected again in 2 years if he wants to continue.
Was he in Barbarians at the Gate? Was he in that?
I don't know.
Don't remember.
The guy?
One
Oh,
text-
yes, it is. Yeah, here, wait a second. Yeah, yes, he was. He was in Barbarians at the Gate.
Very good, chick.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you very much.
chick has no life and
I
watches. He saw it 50
addicted to
times.
television and X-rated videos.
That's okay.
Good.
Sorry, Christy?
What's the last X-rated video you saw?
O.J. Simpson didn't do it. It was the one-armed man.
Last X-rated video I saw?
Mhm.
Robin Hood.
The Robin Hood.
It's a great
Robin
one.
Hood.
It's a great one. Robs from the rich and keeps it. It's great.
Does he wear a little costume?
I got 2 words for you. Maid Marian. Okay.
Steals from the rich and comes with the poor.
So he actually
Exactly.
makes Maid Marian.
Comes along with the poor.
Comes along with the poor.
He makes Maid Marian. Maid Marian was made
Comes
many
on your
times during the
pores.
movie. Oh, it's
Never
good for
mind.
your
Okay.
skin. Hello.
Okay.
Is there a Little John?
Yes, there is. It's a dwarf.
Oh,
natural.
no.
No, it
Well, of
isn't.
course.
Is there a Friar Tuck?
well,
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Fine. Let's go back
Christy.
to Christy Lee. Christy?
Well, one Texas Democrat is not real happy about Governor Ann Richards losing her governorship. In fact, yesterday, he apparently was streaking. He streaked through the streets of downtown Austin to protest Republican George W. Bush's victory. No complaints were filed, so no one was arrested, but the words, "I love Ann," were written across each cheek as he ran by. And we're not talking about the cheeks on his face.
of clear thinking we need.
That's exactly right.
That's the kind of clear thinking we can expect from Texas Democrats.
Well, it looks like the Federal Reserve has already decided to raise our interest rates next month. The only question is how much. Today's government report on wholesale inflation for October could influence the size of that increase. Jordan's King Hussein today becomes only the second Arab leader to publicly visit Israel. He and Prime Minister Rabin will exchange copies of the newly ratified Israeli-Jordan peace treaty. Federal regulators are going to talk today about raising our TV cable rates. The aim is to encourage operators to offer more channels.
Sure.
Under one plan, rates could go up about $18 a year for several years for an added 6 new channels.
Let's take it all.
There's a traffic jam on the Mississippi this morning.
Why do we have TVs that'll handle 130 channel
And we
capability?
don't use them. Why can't...
Why even do
Because
that?
we don't have Beavis and Butthead on demand
I
yet.
see.
That's what I want.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
150 channels.
Why can't we
there.
watch any NFL game we want to in our own home? Why can't we do
can.
that?
You can.
You can now.
You can on that, sure.
And
on
what?
a direct satellite.
Go get a direct satellite.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sure.
$100 for the whole season.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I am so there.
you could watch the Redskins every.
Can you
week.
get entertainment
I can
channel
watch
on
the
that?
Packers every week.
every week?
Every week.
Every week.
You could live in the middle of North Dakota and do it.
There's a traffic jam on the Mississippi this morning. The Coast Guard has closed a 5-mile stretch of the river near Rosedale, Mississippi. After 3 barges carrying magnesium ore sank overnight, dozens of barges are tied up waiting for the river to reopen. That's a bad morning rush hour when you have to close the river.
No kidding.
Sheriff Joe Arpaio wants to ban violent TV shows from all Phoenix jails and
Thank
air
God.
only
Well, of
government,
course.
educational, and cultural shows.
Oh, no.
According to Arpaio, and I quote, "Why should we let the murderers watch shows about gangsters and murderers?" He says a federal judge's order requires inmates have TV access, but says it doesn't specify what shows he must offer. Earlier, he banned X-rated TV and magazines.
No.
Inmates apparently showed no interest in the replacements, Donald Duck cartoons and Lassie movies.
I don't think the sheriff then should be able to watch In the Heat of the Night or Andy Griffith
Or Matlock.
or Matlock. Any of those.
Talk about
agree with you.
cruel and
I think
unusual
your-
punishment.
I think your average inmate would rather watch a Donald Duck cartoon.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I know I would.
Apparently not in Phoenix.
You're not the average inmate either, Jay.
That's true.
Yet.
I'm not. Well, even if I were an inmate, I wouldn't.
Even if you was an inmate, you wouldn't be average. No.
I think you'll be a patient.
You'd be
not an
below
inmate.
average.
Patient.
In fact, you'd be below a lot of things.
In Akron, Ohio, a man was found in bed with
Don't
pieces of his mother's corpse and confessed to her killing yesterday. Telling police she was a vampire devil and that he cut out both of her hearts.
Of course.
You know, knowing knowing my mother, I don't see a problem with that.
Now start
Both of
over.
her
Wait, now, well, start at the beginning.
Well, that's what he said. Cut out both of her hearts. That's
No,
exactly the quote from that man.
Akron, Ohio.
Yes.
Akron, Ohio. I'm
The
there.
rubber capital of the
How would you
world.
say this man's last name, Will?
Heapy.
Let me see.
Henry Heapy.
And heepy cheepies?
As in Heapy
He
Jeepy.
gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Come on.
And mom's name was GB.
Now, the Indianapolis Star this morning, Tom, if you will, read.
Heepe. It's probably heap.
Heap.
As
like-
in reeking
I
heap
like
of
heapy.
steaming feces.
That's the same one, yes.
It says
Sorry.
a man found
Just
in
came to
bed
me.
with pieces of his mother's corpse.
Pieces.
Confessed to killing her, telling police she was, quote, a vampire devil. And this is
Sounds
another
like Dave
this is another quote from the police.
You're a vampire devil.
Cut out both of
her
her hearts.
Probably were lungs. He probably didn't know any better.
Well, it gets better. They
No,
think
he left the 4 lungs in.
they think that he may have eaten some of her. There were body parts found on the stove in a pan, and they couldn't find the spleen, the right eye, part of the small intestine. I'm not making this up. It's right.
Officers found some of the body parts in a pan on a stove.
Who wants stir fry?
Police Captain Paul Callahan said investigators believe Heap may have eaten some of the others. His mouth was smeared with blood when he was arrested.
Oh, my.
Well, snack.
Summit County Coroner William Cox said Wednesday.
A jus. I had mom a jus today.
It wasn't blood. It was au jus.
I killed my mother, Mr. Heap was quoted as saying in a police report. She was a vampire devil. I cut out both of her hearts. It took her 5 hours to die.
Oh, man.
That's what he says.
Missed the heart then.
An autopsy that lasted all day Wednesday showed Heap's mother had been beaten around the face, head, chest, and arms and was strangled. She was stabbed and disemboweled after she died.
Oh, that's where you found her hearts. Oh, the spleen and
Keep
the missing
going.
spleen.
Just keep going.
Heap 50 was charged with murder. His arraignment was delayed while he was hospitalized Wednesday for treatment of diabetes. Police entered the Heap home Monday night after
Mom's too sweet.
Can only a little bit of her to tie. That's all.
police entered the Heap home Monday night
Oh, man.
Isn't this
after a
disgusting?
neighbor, Mary Hendrickson, said a boy raking leaves reported hearing a woman cry for help. As officers checked the house, they heard a man chanting, "Die, die."
No, you're making this up.
You are.
According to the Akron Beacon Journal, they said Heap had barricaded himself inside a bedroom and refused to come out. After trying for more than an hour to talk to him by leaving the room, police finally forced open the door and discovered him nude on the bed, surrounded by pieces of the corpse. No sickness at all.
Dress
here.
for dinner. My.
You'll
Not
go
even a
downstairs and you'll put a tie on.
The lower half of the woman's stomach, this is getting too gross.
I know, it's really
Go,
gross.
man, go.
Yeah, just fill us in with the
Heap was a patient
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we
at
go.
Akron General Hospital, said spokesman Susan Hobson, but she declined to discuss his condition.
Looney.
Lawsuit.
Because of the
Lunatic.
nature, it's sort of a psychiatric situation. We can't release.
Sort of.
So I hate to see a psychiatric situation in Akron if this isn't. It's a sort of.
I've got to get out of here, doctor. I am having mother for dinner.
I ate her liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Good morning, Q95.
Yes, hello, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Dr. Fraud, calling from,
Dr.
Akron,
Fraud?
you know.
Dr. Fraud?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it spelled like Freud, but I get tired of the teasing.
Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Morning.
Anyway, I just want to let you guys know we had this gentleman you were discussing in custody, and we were examining him and talking to him, and
Right.
we can recognize a psycho when we see one, so
Well, good.
We got a few things straightened out with him. And
This is Mr. Henry Heap, who apparently has eaten his mother.
yes, and it was very sad. He claimed she was a vampire devil, and he
Not just a vampire, not just a devil.
exactly. He thought he was supposed to cut out both hearts and
Right.
eat them or something. He
Right.
took a spleen. It was a very sad case. But we really finally got him kind of straightened out.
Well, good. What did you
Let
do?
him know, first of all, anybody knows the vampire devil only has one heart. And you're not supposed to eat the spleen. You're supposed to bury it out in the backyard.
Right.
Oh, of course.
Anybody would know that.
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And besides that, you guys aren't going to believe this.
What?
Durnfield didn't even wait for full moons.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's
Well,
right.
I can understand that, huh?
Some people are just crazy.
This is who?
My name's Dr. Fraudy.
Dr. Fraud.
Yeah.
Doc your color rate.
Hey,
What's the area code in Akron there? All right, Doctor.
2, 1,
6.
6.
That's Akron.
That's B. Akron.
That'd be it.
You guys aren't vampire devils, are you?
No.
Really?
No.
We were just wondering if there was a 2-for-1 on heart transplants today.
We haven't seen the real Bob lately.
Oh, bad.
Lightly used.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Thanks for calling, Doc.
Wow.
I think we'll take a break and come back with some sports.
That's a grand
Good
idea.
idea.
It's at 8:33. 8:37 at Q95. Time for some sports.
Good morning, Face fans. Bob, Tom, Christy, Will.
Chick.
Chick.
Pacers whistled for 9 technical fouls. 39
Nine of
personal fouls. 9.
9.
How many
You might
personal
imagine.
fouls?
39.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, that's
Wow.
yeah.
How many? How about with the
The
Rockets?
Rockets, like 30, I think.
30, so.
30, 29.
Yeah, I think
You
it was
believe that?
the final score of the game was, 109,
109, 104.
104, and then there were like 68 fouls or something.
Touch the ball, get a foul.
3-hour game.
Olajuwon had no problem with the officials last night. 43 points, 16 boards, 8 blocked shots. He also drew the offensive foul by the Pacers' Reggie Miller, who always charges when he shoots the tray. With 9 seconds left, that call triggered a 10-minute trash-throwing display by angry Pacer fans.
Go fans.
Bravo.
Go Pacer fans.
Bravo.
Reggie led the Pacers, now 2-1 with 25 points. Here's Rick Smits talking about the officiating. I think it is, anyway.
Is it Rick first? Yeah.
Yeah, Rick last night talking about the officiating of the game.
I think after we got so many early fouls, we kind of didn't play as aggressive as we should have. That really hurt us.
And Reggie talking about the fouls, and also he's proud of the Indiana Pacer fans.
To get hammered like that at home is really surprising, but like I said, nothing's going to be easy for the Pacers, and I was glad our fans did what they did. You know, that's going to send a statement around the league, and that was great. I'm behind them 100%. Thank you, guys.
You know why Olajuwon didn't get any fouls called?
Why's that?
Well, the officials thought he was Patrick Ewing.
Sure, that's it.
You know, there's that federal legislation about
Yeah.
calling
Sure.
fouls.
Still a little bitterness from last year.
Maybe so.
Huh? Little residual bitterness there.
No memory of that series. I don't think we were. I don't think we were completely screwed on about 5 different occasions.
No, you weren't screwed. You were mugged.
Neither confirm nor deny. Philly beat Washington 98-97 last night. Pacers and, by the way, Pacers and Pistons tonight in Detroit. You can see the game on Channel 4, but please listen to it as God intended it on 1260 WNDE tonight with Mark and Slick on the radio. New Jersey beat Chicago 110-109. Orlando 130. Charlotte 128 in overtime. Lakers beat Minnesota 122-99. San Antonio 109. Utah 101. Phoenix beat Atlanta 106-102. Danny Manning had like 40 points for the Suns. Sacramento beat Seattle 108-100. The last link to Showtime leaving the Lakers. The team says big game James Worthy will retire today. Worthy has been with L.A. all 12 of his pro seasons after being the number 1 pick in the 1982 draft. Along the way, scored over 16,000 points, won 3 NBA titles, and had a stable of hookers that would make any Raja jealous.
It's true.
Concubine.
Hold on.
Can you believe that Golden State is 3-0 without Mullen and Weber?
Amazing. Morning Q95.
I wanted to call in and talk about the Democrats losing so many seats.
Pardon me?
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
Who is this?
This is that rookie ref that was working the Pacer game.
Oh, you.
Oh,
Dick Wolfsey?
no, this isn't Dick, but
I've made another bad call.
well, Mr. Referee, thanks for calling. Listen, while we have you on the horn,
Well, we got you on the blower.
I haven't made a correct call in a year. I'm going to lose my job.
That is so funny.
For so many reasons.
So many reasons. I like that. That's a good call. That's a great character, Mark.
That's good. It's really good. I keep the bad ref.
I like
Keep
that.
with the bad ref.
I would.
Yeah, should we give him a name, or you just want to have him be the bad ref? You want to?
Hiram, the bad ref.
Hiram the bad ref.
Should there be something that indicates in the name that he's I don't know blind or something? Would that be like something
Ray
like
Charles?
Yeah, like Ray Whitecane. Is that going too far?
Ray Whitecane.
Well, of course, you have Coach Red Klotz of the Washington Generals. And this would be the ref, Red Tipcane.
Yeah, see, and all
there you go. Red Tipcane might say it. That's more clever, I think.
We'll work on that one.
Hi, I'm Red Tipcane.
I like that.
Red, what do you do for a living?
I'm an official in the NBA.
Really?
I was working last night's game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, there must be a wall there. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
What?
Hang on, Rover.
What's that?
Is there a car coming? What is it, Rover?
He tripped over something.
31.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Red. Red Tipcane.
Red Tipcane.
Referee.
Referee from last
Oh, and I was there at the birth of a character.
Yeah, there,
Amazing.
see, right here. Sports this morning brought to you by Dreyer and Reinbold Infinity. Having a 1994 model year blowout on all G20s. You can now own this affordable luxury car for just $19,990, only $100 over invoice. You save $3,000. Hurry in, because quantities are limited. See dealer for details. Dreyer and Reinbold Infinity, I-465. And Keystone. Who's this?
Leslie Jones, isn't it?
No, this is Eddie Campbell.
Oh.
Very nice.
It's nice.
Very soulful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think this is great.
Labor talk scheduled for both hockey and baseball today.
Yeah, right. An entire October without baseball. I guess now we all know what it feels like to be a Cubs fan.
I guess we do, don't we?
Dallas wide receiver Alvin Harper, battling a sprained knee, now says he will play Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. He said, I'll guarantee it. Giants, who've lost 6 straight games, have tagged Kent Graham as their starting quarterback. He'll replace Dave Brown against the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday. The Raiders think a sprained knee will keep cornerback Albert Lewis out of the team's next 2 games. And Green Bay has re-signed 1990 first-round draft pick Darrell Thompson because reserve halfback LaShawn Johnson has a sprained toe. And the Packers also released defensive back Forey Duckett.
Forey.
Boy, I hope the Colts pick him up so we can make fun of him all every week.
Do we have room for him?
Maybe. We've got room for everybody on the
We
Colts.
just need a receiver or two.
And some sort of a semblance of play calling. Anyway.
Quarterback, maybe?
Former heavyweight boxing champ Mike Tyson has withdrawn his request for an appeal hearing on his 1992 rape conviction. That means he'll serve the rest of his 6-year term. He might be out of the joint in time for this year's race.
I think he could take both Holmes and Foreman on
At the
same time.
Yeah.
He's got 6 months to go, more or less.
What, he gets out in May?
Has he stated what he will do about his boxing career?
He is.
He said he's going to fight. It's the only thing he knows.
It'll be a pay-per-view event that'll probably garner him at least $50 to $100 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be the biggest thing ever. Yeah.
Where will they hold it? Will it be in the USA or?
Oh, I'm sure it'll probably be at Caesars.
Will his parole require him to stay in the
place?
States?
Bet you the new MGM. I think they get the biggest.
Is that the largest
stadium.
arena now?
I think so. In Vegas. Yeah.
How long will he have to train before he'd be ready?
Probably
what do you mean?
6 to 8 months.
After 6 years in prison?
What do you think he's been doing?
All he's been
What
doing
else
is
is there
lifting
to do?
weights and trading cigarettes.
No, he's been reading. He's going to be a lawyer.
That's right.
A day doesn't go by that he doesn't do that New York Times crossword.
Darn right. It's fat
Now,
and ink.
if he spends the time and passes his GED, he could, I think, be out in February, couldn't he?
Really?
I think that was part of the deal. He still hasn't passed it.
If you're out there listening, Mike, go for it. Hit those books hard. Now, would his first bout necessarily be a title fight?
No, but...
No, I think they would work their way up.
No, he'd have a tune-up.
They probably would.
See, that's why they're thinking that Foreman's not going to be able to fight him, because by the time they get around to it, Foreman will be...
On Social Security.
47 or so.
No, you got to figure, Foreman, his last fight was about a year and a half ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you figure another
Morrison.
year and a half before...
He lost to Morrison, didn't he?
Yeah,
Tommy
he did.
Morrison? Yeah.
He was ranked 10th when he won on last week. But
Which Morrison, the white guy?
Tommy Morrison,
the guy that was in
Tommy
Rocky 5 or something like that.
Wasn't he supposed to fight like a couple weeks ago? And that fight got canceled.
Probably did, and probably got canceled. No one cares.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be interested to see. So would his first fight be the big pay-per-view thing, or would...
His first fight will be huge. I'm sure people want to see if he still has it.
Would win, and...
It'll be against...
Jerry Wilson, a plumber from Burbank.
No, it'll be against one of the top 3.
Riddick Bowe, that'd be a good fight. That'd be good.
Wouldn't be surprised.
That's sports.
Boxing's fixed.
There you go. Whatever you do, always be a good...
Yeah, but it's
sure fun to watch.
But it's a manly thing.
Motto.
I love it.
Hasbro, the toy-making company, is going to eliminate 400 Rhode Island jobs in January and plans to close a New Jersey plant. It's the second layoff announcement for the company in the past 3 months.
Hasbro?
The toy maker.
Is that right?
I wonder if that new line of toys, the Cheese Line Job Retraining Program action figure, will do well.
Well, with the Christmas season coming up, it has a good shot. Yeah.
Hey,
You
Timmy,
bet. Hey, Timmy, come on. You can stand in line, too.
I'm training to learn about computers. Look, I can make 40 will work for food science with this Apple Macintosh. Look for a nice day today. Partly sunny. Highs in the mid-50s. Tonight, cold. Low around 30. Tomorrow, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Coming up this morning, we've got actor Leslie Nielsen at about 9:20, and we've got the Q95 Cash song coming up. Bob is going to take a short break and go home and rest because he's not feeling well. And we'll be right back.
I'll go push the buttons.
It's 8:47. Hi, you're with Bob and Tom. It's 8:51. Is that good?
That's good.
Excellent.
This is a little unusual now because Bob is on his way out. He's not feeling too well.
I switched chairs tonight.
This show is so delicate.
I feel like a rookie all of a sudden.
He's not sitting in the traditional...
Push a button. Go ahead. Just push a button for the hell of it.
That's the cough button, Bob.
Okay.
I'll push a button. Let's see what's going on.
What is that?
Jerry Lee or Chuck?
Whatever it is, turn it off.
Oh, you're right. It is Chuck.
What is that?
I don't know. It's on the satellite.
Turn it off.
Well, it's probably someone else's copyrighted program.
Turn it off.
Why don't you turn it off now?
Someone else's copyrighted program. See?
Can you tell he came from a family of lawyers?
That's why he's so organized over here.
Always.
Oh, man, he's got the in file, the out file, the subpoena file.
That's right.
Will Durst is our guest. Will's at the Broad Ripple Comedy Club. And once again, let me recommend this magazine that Will writes for. I just saw it for the first time, and it's called The Nose. And I know that I picked up this copy at Barnes & Noble.
I'm surprised they distribute
at Clearwater Crossing. So it's very funny, but there's a column in here called Politics, and you write for them on a monthly basis. I understand now, Will. So this reminds me of Spy Magazine a few years ago.
They were
very
really
witty and
really on the edge.
We'll send you a script, man.
Well, great. It's so I recommend that you read it. And Will is once again at the Broad Ripple Comedy Club. Anything else on your mind today of interest? Anything non-political?
Oh, just Thanksgiving coming up when I get to go visit the aunts again, go home. I'm still, this year, I know I'm going to be at the fold-up cardboard kids table.
Still?
I'm 42 years old, sitting and you can't graduate to the elder table because none of them will die. It's the only way you get to move up.
That's right.
It is. And they know it. They're sucking their gums in defiance. Oh, yeah, sure, you've been on TV, so can't eat at a wooden table, though, can you? Halloween was a bitch. What'd you guys do?
I passed out candy. I didn't go out.
I took my kids out and we went trick-or-treating. I took all three of them.
Daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime.
Oh, good.
Carried flashlights.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Because they were ruining it for a while, making them go during the day.
I remember that. Yeah.
And we all knew why they did it. They were weird people, but everybody had, every neighborhood had a weird.
Sure.
One family you didn't go to. Oh, current, geez. Don't go to the Perrin house. Old lady Perrin's put nails in the brownies. She never tried to hide them. The points just stick it right up out of the crust. Did you do this when you were a kid? Did you break up your group into like 4 different?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody hit a different quadrant and figure out who's giving away the regulation size Snickers bar.
And then
go back over and over.
Yeah.
Go back over, yeah.
Sure.
Change hats.
Trade costume.
Yeah,
And you'd go-
switch masks, drag your foot. You're a crippled spaceman now.
I'm a crippled space.
And then you'd get caught. You'd go back to the house and go, you
get
were
busted.
here before, Tommy.
No, it wasn't me. Honest.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you give out candy, Will? Do you stay at the house or you're on the road? Or?
We live on a hill.
Oh, and nobody.
Oh, that must be fun. Here.
Yeah. We live on a hill, and we stayed home one year, and one little panting, out of breath kid, and it's not an upscale neighborhood. It's a blue collar.